right, I am here with MTV legend Syrus Yarbrough, who was most recently seen on the Challenge All-Stars on Paramount Plus. Hey, Syrus.
How you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you?
Life is phenomenal.
That's what I like to hear. So let's get right into it. It's been about 12 years since your last time on the Challenge, and the show has changed quite a bit since you were on last. The show and the game changed a lot. How did the season compare to the last time we saw you on the show?
Oh man, this season was definitely different because it's been so long for one, but I think just being there with people that I've known for so long and actually having a real bona fide, real life friend in Beth there was definitely a different kind of experience.
Yeah, and that was nice to watch you have that, not just an alliance, but a friend also. It was nice to see.
Yeah, that's my girl, man. Like I tell people, like our families interact and I'm over there, she's over here. And we do business together, so yeah. I don't know how much closer you could be with the person.
Right, right. Was there anyone else in this season that you kept in contact with before the show?
Oh, tons of people. Yeah. Mark, Derek, Darrell. I deal with a lot of the other challengers too from the other challenge.
Right.
Everyone from Corey on down, like I see on the regular. We're friends. We play basketball together. Nehemiah. It goes on and on. So yeah. I don't have any issues with anyone per se. And if there is an issue during the game's the game, and then real life is real life. And so there's a difference, for me at least.
Yeah. Now, why do you think, I guess this is asking you to dig into like the psyche of other people, but why do you think for you can keep the game and others take it more personal?
Well, there's a couple of things you got to understand. I think one of the biggest motivators in life is money. Now, me and money have a phenomenal relationship. I respect it. It respects me. It's always going to be there in abundance.
Yeah.
And I'm always going to spread money and love and business to any and everyone around me. So I don't have that competition aspect like that. Right. However, I want to win in every single thing that I do. So there's a balance there. There's a scale. And me, I treat the game like I treat life, with integrity.
And that's important. And again, that's something that showed too this season.
Well, it's important to some people. It's not important to everyone.
Yeah.
We're at different stages of our lives. And so for me, integrity makes a difference. My fiance needs to agree with my philosophies in life, as well as, game antics.
Right.
It's not that I answer to anyone, but I truly have another half. And I respect that. And I hope that other people around us in this challenge environment respect that as well. That's a difficult thing to ask.
Absolutely.
You can only hope.
Yeah. Yeah. So what was it like filming and playing during COVID? How did that change everything?
Well, for COVID, I'm an average, should I say I'm an avid athlete, and I like to be active and doing things. And it kind of shut down half my life. But so what do? You adapt.
Right.
Your boy just started running. I just get out there and just run the hood. Whatever I got to do, hike, run, I'm putting in miles every day, anywhere from 3 to 10 miles. 10 is a big deal. 7 is a big deal. 5 is average. 3 happens quite a bit.
Yeah.
But every day, as long as I'm active every day, moving every day, that's what I do. And that's how I get down. But what this whole, should we say, pandemic has brought to me in my life is the sense of focus on creativity. I want to always be able to create within my life, within my soul, within my heart, and spread that creativity throughout the world. It's creativity and positivity will create things for people, and that's what I try and do.
Absolutely. That's beautiful. Did the filming of the show at all change with the pandemic?
It changed a little bit, because we weren't able to see anything, and then all of a sudden you're able to see people.
Yeah.
It's like talking to you, doing the interviews like this the whole time. You're able to let your face free.
Yeah.
It was amazing, man. It was a breath of fresh air that we all we were all responsible enough adults to do what we needed to do to stay okay within our bubble. And we did that at a high standard. And I tip my hat to everyone that went through that process with us, from production on down to cast members. It was amazing.
Yeah, good. So you mentioned running 3 to 10 miles a day, but when you found out you were coming back to the challenge, was there anything else you did to prepare? There were some cast members who you could tell were not as prepared physically as you or Alton or other cast members?
First of all, the fact that you mentioned my name in the same conversation is
Well, it's coming up again later. I apologize.
I appreciate that. But I'm not saying I'm some freakish, physically athletic being. No, I'm saying I'm someone that enjoys being active and athletics, of course, my entire life. And I always want to get after it. I didn't let myself go, but due to injuries and life happening, things changed a bit. And I had to get back to the norm. And getting back to the norm for me happened during pandemic. And so, I got after it. I ended up dropping about 35 pounds and, building back a little bit of muscle. I ain't been known for the muscle, but they come. I'm going to do my thing and have my fun, man. And I just want people to know that physical, mental, and emotional stability is humongous. Mm-hmm. We can't have one of the three and neglect the other two. You got to have all that stuff put together in moderation, hopefully, and do what you need to do to be okay. Pandemic hasn't been easy on a lot of people. Right. For me, a complete blessing. My relationship got better. My finances got better. My life got better.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. And I'm thankful for that. But some people just need to realize that life is an all-encompassing ball. You can't take a piece of that ball and be really good at that and suck at everything else.
Absolutely.
Spread yourself evenly amongst that. And then hopefully you come out on the better end of the stick.
And it really is a full circle like you're talking about, because quarantine and the pandemic did take a toll on me physically and health-wise. And because of that, it kind of pulled at all these other aspects of my life too. And then it wasn't until I said like, okay, it's time to lose this weight and gain some muscle again, that it all kind of turned around.
Yeah. I mean, there's happiness within, completing any goal and or task that you put out for yourself.
Right.
Weekly goals are a big thing.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. Daily goals, a big deal. Monthly goals, a big deal. Yearly goals, it's a big deal.
Right.
And look, it's like it's not that big of a deal. It's a huge deal. It's a huge deal.
Yeah.
We can create our reality if we push hard enough and do things hard enough. And it's it's a mental game. It is what it is. So I just like to be hopefully on the positive end of all this stuff. And I'm no angel. I'm not trying to paint that picture, and don't put it out there like that. But I'm someone that holds himself to a higher standard. And there's going to be flaws. There's going to be failure. I'm not always going to win.
Right.
But I never lose, because I'm always winning at life.
Yeah.
And that's one of my mottos, and that's the way I like to live.
And that just takes you so far, just having that outlook, I think.
Hopefully, the cup is never ever half empty, but always half. So.
That's great. So how did All Stars come to be? I know there was a petition online to make this happen, but how did your casting come about? How early in the process of that were you involved?
I'm not really even sure. I just got a call one day, thought it was kind of a joke, to be honest. A lot of us joke with each other, and it's not all the seriousness of the challenge when you're on the phone with these people that It's a joke. You don't know if things are going to happen. There is so much stuff pitched to me on the regular. Like, you have no idea. I mean, I write shows and pitch shows as well. In the reality realm, I've always done that. And it's just crazy how much stuff gets thrown at me. And I'm not the only one, but you never know what to believe. And you can take it with a grain of salt, or you can be serious about it. It was a challenge, baby. I'm ready to go. They called me today. I'll be ready to go tomorrow.
Well, that was my next question. Would you come back if there was a season 2?
You know what? The only thing that would prevent me from coming back is if I bring a new life into the world, and or my other half was not about me going. And right now, I think she's all for me fulfilling what I want to fulfill and doing some things that I want to do. It was rough and it was hard not speaking to her for so much time.
Yeah.
But that is the reality of the challenge. You got to kind of disconnect from everything in order to go through that. And we went through it once. It wasn't as pleasurable as I liked it to be, but it also wasn't so bad to where I won't do it again.
Yeah. How long are you away?
It depends.
Okay.
I've done challenges where I've been gone for, a month, and there's been challenges I've been gone for a few months.
Oh, wow.
It just depends. It just depends. The one I won was an extremely long challenge. Let's not forget the one that I won, because there's one out here, baby. Don't forget about it. That one that I won was quite the experience. We went to so many different countries.
Yeah.
I gained lifelong friends there too. Me and LT are tight because of that challenge. And I always laugh at him because he tells that one story. The day you met me, man, you said, what's up? You said we're going to be cool, but you told me you was going to whoop my ass. Did I say that? Apparently I did. I don't know. In normal life, yes, I talk a lot of smack. When I'm competing against anything, gum chewing, I don't care if it's dart throwing, I'm talking shit. That's just how on the challenge, I'm a little more reserved.
Yeah. So I hate to go right from you winning to what I'm about to bring up, but we have to talk about your elimination. And one of my listeners, Becky McCrate, submitted a question and asked, why the hell did you want to go up against Alton in the elimination? Big Easy would have been a total layup, but you chose one of the fittest men in the house to go against. Was this an excuse to get out, or were you done?
First off, I'm never done. Second off, it was not an excuse for anything. A lot of people don't always know what happens on these shows, and a lot of things go down, and you'd be a fool to think that I'm not smart enough to figure out who the hell I want to go against.
Right.
For one, me and Big Easy, which people were throwing his name out there, have been suite mates at spring break for years. Yeah. And we don't go for 1 week like you normal little spring breakers do. We do an entire month to 2 months straight. Every day, wake and bake, rage the entire time. You create a bond doing that.
Right.
Day in, day out for years. And we've been doing that for probably 20 college years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
You got to consider that. And that's my boy. I respect him. I would never want to go against him. Plus, what if they giving me hall brawl? You think I want to bang up against that big old man? Wait, that is so much more stronger than people say and want to let out there. This man trains with 1,000-pound tires.
Right.
Like, come on, yo. Like, I don't want to, no. Like, I wouldn't have quit, but I'd have been like, damn, if it had been hall brawl and it had been easy over there, I'd have been like, oh, easy on his back, easy.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm not running break wall. I ain't no fool. Do I think Alton could hurt me like that? He could probably hurt me, but not the same way Big Easy would hurt me.
Right.
Get that straight. And he came for me early on. He tried to use the lifesaver, or convince someone to use the lifesaver to throw me in.
Right.
You come for me, I'm coming for you. If you right there, you talking to me, come for me, I'm coming for you, homie.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do. All in light of the competition. We can be cool outside of that. We can be friends on the streets. We've been friends for years. We've toured together.
Right.
We got a climbing event. I'm going to tell you one little story that sets things up for this man. I'm at a gig with Alton in Texas. I believe we're in Denton, Texas. Just raged. In our VIP section, we had upward of 5 to 10 bottles.
Okay.
End of the night, they're gone. We walk outside the club together. There's a few of us. And I'm looking for Alton. He was just next to me. Where's Alton at? The man has climbed the building. There's no fire escape there to grab onto and go up. There's no stairs. No. Fucking climbed the building after having cocktails. Was gone on top of the building. Like, when you see someone do that with not a basic normal system,
right?
Alcohol's in there. You got to be impressed.
Yeah.
I don't dislike Alton. Do I want a chance to compete against him? Yes. Do I become a better competitor for doing so? Hopefully. Will I win always? Possibly not. But if I do win, what does that mean?
You're the winner. Yeah. Yeah.
Great television. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So that's it. Hopefully, Becky, that answers your question. Becky. Hey, Becky, you coming for me, Becky? I'm coming for you, girl.
So then I have a follow-up, Syrus. Why didn't you make Beth climb those walls? It was brutal watching you jump down on your ankle over and over. You could have just tossed her over that wall.
For one, that's not going to be easy,
right,
for her to do.
Yeah.
For two, it's a long way down. I don't know if you guys realize how high that damn thing was. But I thought it was better that I did it. It was, I lost the event for us. It was a guy's day. Yeah. Yes, at her part, but I took that on my back.
Yeah.
I lost it. So it was me to do the harder part, I thought, to go over. I'm not sure if she would have been able to get over that wall. And in the end, I'm not sure if she could have competed with Alton doing that.
Right.
I mean, let's think about this. The man is damn near a professional climber.
Yeah, you're right. Well, that's commendable, but watching you in pain made my ankle hurt.
Life is painful, brother.
Yeah.
A diamond does not shine unless it goes through all that hardship. It is what it is. I did it. Over. It's done. I'm still walking. I'm still smiling.
Yeah.
Life is phenomenal. Don't cry for me, Argentina.
You're right. So before we jump over to your time on The Real World, was there anything that happened during this season that didn't make it on the show that you wish would have?
I mean, a lot of things happen. You can't tell a story of 22 people in an hour time.
Right.
It's not going to happen. So many things go on. You just never know what they're going to show. And realistically, you're nervous up until the moment the show airs. I think the mailman just showed up. But yeah, it's a crazy situation. It's a crazy situation that you kind of got to go through, and you never know what they're going to show. That's part of the excitement, though, too.
Yeah.
Not realizing what's coming up, what they're going to show, what they're going to do, how good you did, how bad you did, how good you feel, how bad you feel. Like, you just don't know. And so, you know, that's the true meaning of reality TV. It is really reality. As you guys see it unfold, we see it unfold, and yet we experience it unfold too, you know?
Yeah. So that was a question I had too. Do you feel like your time on both The Real World and The Challenge accurately portray you, or is there a lot of heavy editing done?
There's a lot of heavy people that have done things that they don't enjoy being put out there to the world, which would bring up the myth. Oh, they made me do that. Oh, I didn't really do that. They made me do that. Stop fucking lying, homie. You did it. Own up to it. That's why they wanted you less than the age of 25.
Right.
You imagine me doing The Real World at 19 or 20? Be out of my mind.
Yeah.
Completely, literally bananas. But no, I was 25 years of age when I did it. It lowered the age because we thought too much. They want people to be uninhibited.
Oh, wow.
Here I am thinking about making money, earning money, doing money, starting my life. I'd already been done with college. I got my degree. I was first in my family to graduate college, which is a big thing to me. May not be a big thing to a lot of people, but to me, it was a big deal. And, you know, I had aspirations of doing big things with my life. And, you know, this was just the beginning. So for me, that experience on The Real World was definitely life-changing, truly unmatched in a lot of ways. But at the same point in time, that was 25 years ago.
Right.
You know, so this is Syrus 5.0. This is the newer version of Syrus. This would definitely be a different Syrus on TV now, on a show now, especially if it was the Real World reunion kind of thing. I'd be a whole different person. And that's the beauty of some of these shows too. You get to watch us grow. You get to watch us start at one point and get to another point. I always say things like, what, you see CT? CT's a different man now, a whole different, complete man. He wasn't before. He's a different phase of his life when he did a lot of different things differently. And now I think more people are growing to respect his growth and what he's gone through in the way he is now.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
for sure. So then I have another listener question. You talked about the Real World New York reunion. Justin Tiroli wants to know, would you ever go back with your Boston roommates if there was a...
Let's go. Yeah, I would do that tomorrow, man. I mean, that's fun to me. I actually got us together during the quarantine time. The first time we all got together on a Zoom call.
Wow.
The entire cast there. It was amazing. You know, those things you can't really, it's nothing like speaking to people you've gone through that kind of experience with.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we go to school with people, but we only see them X amount of time a day. You go in the real world, you spend 6 months in the same house, loving and hating each other, but you live to go on.
Yeah, yeah.
Jason's a good friend of mine still. He lives not far from me. He came to my party last week, actually, that I had for the show. I still see cats like Tech Money, Beth, on the regular. Corey, like I said, is my dog too.
Yeah.
So many people I see on the regular. Talk to Norm today. I'm having a big blowout banger here in LA in the hills on June 3rd, where you're gonna see some reality royalty in the house for sure.
Oh, all right. Is that so?
Oh yeah. It does this thing.
So something we saw this season on the New York reunion is a lot of flashbacks to the Rodney King riots while they were filming their original season in comparison with the Black Lives Matter movement today. Is there anything going on with Syrus in 2021 that mirrors something you faced while you were on your original season?
Well, clearly, I'll say a few things. One thing, Black Lives Matter is a pretty controversial thing for a lot of people. I just like to state what I think about it.
Yeah.
I think no matter who started it, no matter who owns it, no matter what they intended for it to do, the one thing it has done is brought a lot of people together.
Right.
In the name of something that is supposed to be positive.
Mm-hmm.
So I respect that.
Yeah.
I was out there protesting with my other half, doing my part, speaking the truth, speaking my truth, mixing everything together when you're not technically supposed to do all that stuff. I stand by my word. I stand by my heart. I stand by my experiences. I spoke on experiences that I've had that have been extremely negative, that are life haunting. Mm-hmm. I will always speak up about these things. And I think that there's a lot of beauty in going through, like I said, the struggle and coming out on the other end and still having a positive outlook. I don't like people to sit back and give me sympathy for anything that I've done or that I do. I don't need that. I just need you to understand that my road has definitely been harder than most.
Yeah.
You understand that people of color don't have it the same way people that are not color.
Right.
Period. Blank. If you can understand that, then we probably shouldn't be talking much unless you want to learn.
Absolutely.
I would like to talk to you, even if you are on the other side of that line, just because I gained some knowledge of that mentality coming from your end. Mm-hmm. Even if I don't agree with you.
Yeah.
Politically, racially, or anything. It is what it is, but I will always be outspoken. And it's not something that, mentors in my life completely agree with, but it's something that I have to stand by because it's a part of me. And I think I spoke about things on my interviewing process concerning being Black in America 25 years ago. And it's the exact same argument today. Mm-hmm. And back then you were considered the angry Black man for saying something and doing that and being that. And I can remember physically thinking on my show, I will not speak about the O.J. Simpson thing, which is right near where I live and where I'm from. Mm. Because if I give you my views on that, I would have been a hated individual back then, 100%. But it's reality. And I was thankfully old enough and understanding enough of marketing and so forth that I veered away from speaking about that. And it probably worked in my favor. Nowadays, I think it'd be a little more accepted. And things are a little different, but at the same time, I don't know how to gauge what's too much or what's too little for people. I can only gauge what's too much or too little for me.
Right. So. Absolutely. Thank you. So I hate to go from that question to this question, but I have my last listener question. Tessa Walter wants to know, who is the most famous person that's ever recognized you?
That's a lot, man. I'm from this world that is celebrity ridden.
Yeah.
I have friends that are on extremely high levels and acquaintances as well, but a few things do stand out. It may be before your time, but there's one, I'll give you a couple of instances. One was J-Lo is going up the stairs at the MTV Awards when it's at the Universal Studios here in LA. And I'm sitting there with Puck. Puck is dressed like Puck would dress, out of his mind, backpack on. We're sitting right behind Usher in a cow print jacket. And J-Lo's coming up with all of her bodyguards. And she puts her hand out to say hello to Syrus. And I was like, wow, like, hey, how you doing? And I'm holding her hand as she's walking up and I'm sitting down and just in awe. And then Puck says, she got a fat ass. I'm like, bro, it's like during the show, security's like manning up now. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Head kind of goes down. I'm like, wow. So that happened. It is what it is. It was a past. It was funny though. But, so me and Puck went to the awards together. We had a good time. It was actually the same year that Marilyn Manson's girlfriend or whatever wore that all chain dress.
Okay.
We were right behind them on the red carpet.
Wow. All right.
Been shout out by, Marky Mark, Puff Daddy's been like, yo, what up, Cy? Coming over to me, giving me a hug. Marky Mark, when he was Marky Mark, giving me a shout out, but my show was in Boston.
Yeah.
De Niro showing me some love on the sidewalk. Like, yo, what's up, Syrus? Whoa, like that was De Niro on a freaking scooter with this kid.
Oh my God.
Going down the street in Beverly Hills, it was crazy, but it happened. And it's a moment in time where mentally you're like, whoa, like that's one of the biggest entertainers in the world,
Right.
recognizing my body of work. It is reality and it's different, but they watch and they recognize.
Yeah.
That was a big deal, you know. All these experiences I cherish and hold dear to my heart.
Absolutely. And Michelle Obama watches The Real Housewives. So listen, reality TV's for everybody.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Yeah, for a lot of people. It wasn't for my fiance. It wasn't for her at all.
Oh, wow.
But she's from the political realm of things. She
Right.
worked with Obama in the White House for 8 years. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Incredible. So, Syrus, that brings our time together to an end. But before I let you go, I ask all my guests, what is your favorite pop culture moment of your lifetime? It can be a award show moment, something from sports, something from reality TV, whatever pops out for you.
I mean, you're gonna say it like that. I gotta go back to me winning the challenge. You know,
Of course.
so who doesn't have the dream of giving their mom a brand new car? At that time, I didn't have a job, which is, you know, I got on my show by mistake, by the way. I was trying to get a job behind the Thankful God they did. But clearly money was the issue at that time. We didn't have a great relationship. So what I done was I went out and won that car and gave the car to my mother. And that was an amazing experience because the mission before the last mission, my mom actually was at the event.
Oh my God.
Cars. We were racing these Toyota Celicas around the track. And I actually I was an MVP. I had to make up 11.2 seconds, I think, in one lap. I did it.
Wow.
We won. And she got the car a little bit after that. So it's one of those moments, if you haven't seen it, look it up. It's somewhere online. I think it's on dailymotion.com. Check that joint out though. And it's an amazing experience, man. I don't know about you, but winning a car is unreal. And it was a 30,000.
I could imagine.
It was unreal. Yeah.
Thanks, Syrus.
All right. Thank you so much, man.
Of course. See ya.
Have a good day. Bye.
You too.